Daishin Nakamura was born on December 24, 1982, in Gifu, Japan, to a family with a deep appreciation for sports. From an early age, he demonstrated a natural aptitude for athletics, excelling in several sports before narrowing his focus to baseball. His interest in baseball was sparked by watching his older brother play, and by the time he reached high school, he had already established himself as a promising pitcher. Nakamura attended Gifu High School, where he quickly made a name for himself as one of the most talented young pitchers in the country. His fastball, complemented by a deadly curveball and excellent control, allowed him to dominate opposing batters, and his poise on the mound caught the attention of scouts from Japan's professional baseball league, Nippon Professional Baseball, (NPB). His impressive performances in the high school league propelled him to the top ranks of the nation's baseball prospects, and by the time he graduated, Nakamura was already one of the most talked about young pitchers in Japan. Professional debut and early years. Daishin Nakamura's professional journey began when he was selected by the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles in the 2000 NPB draft. Nakamura made his debut in 2001, at just 18 years old, and while he was still raw, his potential was undeniable. Early in his career, Nakamura struggled with the adjustment to the higher level of competition. His fastball, which had been a dominant weapon in high school, lacked the same velocity, and he had difficulty finding the same consistency that had made him a standout player at the youth level. Despite these early struggles, Nakamura showed flashes of brilliance that kept coaches and fans hopeful about his future. In his first few seasons, Nakamura's role primarily consisted of coming out of the bullpen, but his performances were often inconsistent. As a young player, he was still learning how to handle the mental and physical demands of professional baseball. It wasn't until the 2003 season that Nakamura began to show signs of becoming a key contributor to the Golden Eagles. His fastball velocity gradually improved, and his control over his secondary pitches, particularly his curveball, became a standout feature of his pitching style. By 2004, Nakamura had solidified his place in the starting rotation. Career peak and main achievements. In the mid-2000s, Daishin Nakamura reached the peak of his career. His performances became more consistent, and he quickly established himself as one of the top pitchers in the NPB. His fastball, which had once been a question mark, had evolved into a powerful weapon that complemented his exceptional curveball, and his changeup developed into a reliable third pitch. By the 2006 season, Nakamura had earned a permanent spot in the Golden Eagles starting rotation, and he was becoming one of the most feared pitchers in Japan. 2006-2008, a dominant force on the mound. Nakamura's breakthrough year came in 2006, when he posted an impressive 14-6 record with a 3.20 ERA. His performances during this season were instrumental in the Golden Eagles' success, and he quickly became the ace of their pitching staff. That year, Nakamura's ability to pitch deep into games and avoid allowing runs in critical situations earned him his first All-Star selection. It was a recognition of his dominance in the NPB and a testament to his growth as a pitcher. The following years, 2007 and 2008, saw Nakamura solidify his place among the elite pitchers in Japan. He maintained his spot at the top of the starting rotation, compiling solid records and keeping his ERA under 3.50. His consistency on the mound, combined with his ability to perform in high-pressure situations, was crucial for the Golden Eagles, who were beginning to build a competitive team. In 2008, Nakamura earned his first Golden Glove Award for his excellent fielding performance, further establishing himself as one of the league's premier talents. 2009, peak performance and historic achievement. The 2009 season marked the peak of Daishin Nakamura's career. He had his best statistical season to date, posting a 16-5 record with an exceptional 2.50 ERA. Nakamura was not only one of the top pitchers in the NPB but also one of the most dominant pitchers in the entire league. His fastball, curveball, and changeup were all in peak form, and he became a fixture in the All-Star game for the second consecutive year. In addition to his individual success, Nakamura played an instrumental role in the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles' success during the 2009 season. His outstanding pitching helped the team secure a spot in the Pacific League playoffs, marking the Golden Eagles' first postseason appearance since the team's establishment. Nakamura's leadership and clutch performances during the playoffs helped the Golden Eagles reach the final stages of the tournament, though they ultimately fell short of winning the championship. Nevertheless, Nakamura's individual achievements that year, including being named to the Best Nine and receiving the Pacific League's Most Valuable Player (MVP) nomination, cemented his place as one of the top pitchers in the league. Final years and retirement. As Daishin Nakamura entered the 2010s, his performances began to show signs of decline, as is often the case for many pitchers as they approach their mid-30s. Despite this, he remained an important figure in the Golden Eagles' rotation and continued to provide leadership to the team. Injuries began to take a toll on Nakamura's arm, and his fastball, once a dominant force in the NPB, lost some of its velocity. As a result, his strikeout numbers began to decline, and he became more reliant on his off-speed pitches to get outs. 2010-2013 struggles with injuries and declining performance. The 2010 season marked the beginning of a difficult period for Nakamura. Injuries to his shoulder and elbow hampered his performance, and he struggled to maintain his previous levels of success. While he still had flashes of brilliance, his ERA began to rise, and he was no longer the ace he had once been. In 2011 and 2012, Nakamura spent more time on the disabled list than he had in previous years, and his appearances became less frequent. Despite these setbacks, Nakamura remained an important veteran presence in the Golden Eagles clubhouse and continued to mentor younger pitchers. By 2013, Nakamura's performance had declined to the point where he was no longer a regular starter in the rotation. However, his value to the team remained significant, as his leadership and experience were invaluable in helping guide the next generation of pitchers. Nakamura's ability to work with younger players and share his knowledge of the game helped shape the future of the Golden Eagles pitching staff. Retirement and legacy. In 2014, after struggling through an injury-plagued season, Daishin Nakamura officially announced his retirement from professional baseball. Though his final years were marked by injury and declining performance, Nakamura left a lasting legacy in the NPB. Over his career, he compiled over 130 wins and was recognized for his leadership both on and off the field. His achievements, including multiple All-Star selections, a Golden Glove, and his instrumental role in helping the Golden Eagles reach the postseason, cemented his status as one of the league's great pitchers. Following his retirement, Nakamura remained involved in baseball, taking on various roles in coaching and mentoring young players. His love for the game and his desire to continue contributing to the sport he had dedicated so much of his life to were clear in his post-retirement career. Nakamura's dedication to the development of future players has left a positive impact on the NPB and on the Golden Eagles, where he continues to be remembered as a franchise legend. Legacy. Daishin Nakamura's career was defined by his hard work, determination, and ability to rise to the occasion. From his early days as a high school phenom to his peak as one of the top pitchers in Japan, Nakamura's journey was one of perseverance and growth. While his final years in the game were marked by injury and decline, his legacy as one of the top pitchers of his generation remains intact. Nakamura's contributions to the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles and the NPB as a whole have ensured that he will always be remembered as one of the greats in Japanese baseball history.